What up, everybody? Creek Sand here. Many of you don't know, but I am now the captain of a pontoon boat on the weekends at Lake Lewisville for Texas Water Sport Rentals. You can find them on Facebook. Ask for me, book a trip with your friends, bring food, bring whatever you want to drink, and I'll be your chauffeur for the day, and we'll have a lot of fun. Yesterday, me and the crew got together, and we had a guys trip where we went out fishing. We slayed the sand bass and had a great time. Also, one of the captains, Ace, gets to tell you his story of catching the state record for spotted bass on Lake Ray Roberts. It's a cool story. Y'all should tune in. Don't mind a little bit of the language. We're just some boys on the boat. Hey, we wish you were there with us, but you weren't. But maybe you could be next time. If you haven't, hit like, subscribe. It is absolutely free and it goes a long way. I'd really appreciate it. Thank you very much. What up, Zach?
What up?
Booyah!
Oh, redfin.
We should be fine now.
That's a good redfin too.
Excellent work. Tiding off at the bridge. Very nice, bro.
Hell yes.
Very nice. Look, we got action.
Alright. That was bigger than the last one, man. A little bit. Quick release. My bad.
Quick release. Well, he's hot back there. Nice.
Damn it, he swallowed all three again. Yeah.
Stick fish.
Stick fish. What beer?
They are on the other side of the car.
Ace said tree pounder. Literally probably weighs about that too. Dope.
Hey, it's been caught before.
These boys mean business. But don't worry.
Holy shit. Got him?
Show it. Yeah. Get it. Oh shit!
Those got hybrid? got one or is it snagged? Yeah. Alright, so we were out crappie fishing. It was Zach, John, and I. And we were fishing with some minnows, and we had just like, we were fishing with jigs and some minnows, and we weren't catching anything. And so I just went over to the little square area inside the crappie house, the crappie marina area, and I had the minnow, and I was just letting it flap at the top of the surface, and I was actually starting to catch crappie like that, like big crappie too. They're coming up and they're hitting it.
It was one of those things you do when you know the fish ain't biting, you're just bored as shit. You're just trying some dumb shit that you know won't ever work, but then it fucking worked.
Oh my god.
A minnow flopping at the top of the water.
Yeah, it's just like sitting there flapping.
You can see it. It's just flopping on the surface.
You literally can see it just go. And it just like.
The bullshit was I was fishing on the outside. I couldn't see him, and I heard hip and holler, and he calls me over.
I'm like, John,
get the net.
John, get the net. Then you never fucking did it. Then you never did it. And then I come out of the fucking bathroom. He's like at the freaking store. It's like, I don't know, like 20, 30 yards away. I'm like, sprint down the goddamn fucking
get
thing.
the net.
Everybody in there is like, what the hell's going on? And then I finally hear him tell me to get the net, and I just take off sprinting like a bat out of hell. Take the corner. John's like, what's wrong? I need the net.
Yeah.
And so I was sitting there, and when I was catching crappie, and then all of a sudden this big old fish just goes, poosh, hits it, and goes under the dock. Well, this whole square area is like rushed out. Yeah, there's all these little submerged brushes.
Were you at the?
Ray Roberts.
Okay.
I was at Ray Roberts at the crappie house there. And so there's always submerged brush that they have down there. And I'm fishing with 6-pound line, I was fishing for crappie, not for bass.
Right.
And so he takes me underneath the dock, and I'm like trying to pull him out away from the tree and reel him in. Well, I'm like halfway over the railing, like trying to pull him in. I finally get him to the edge, and then Zach goes in and he dips the net in, he pulls it out, and it's like a 4-pound bass.
So here's a bullshit.
Was it a largemouth?
Here's a bullshit.
Let
me tell you what this bullshit was, because I wasn't a bass fisherman yet. And so I go over there, I'm just like, oh cool, you got a fucking largemouth bass, like yeah, it's a good size, but like nothing to be like cool about, And I'm like, if I was fishing, I would have just fucking thrown that motherfucker back and just been like, oh, that's a cool bass, whatever. And then he proceeds to tell me it's a freaking huge spotted bass. I'm like, what the hell is a spotted bass? What are you talking about,
Well, you see this little tongue patch here?
Yeah.
Yeah, because spotted bass, they really don't get more than 3 pounds. Like, I've caught a 3.5-pound spotted bass there at Ray Roberts too on a crankbait, and I thought that was huge. I was like, dang, this thing is big. So spotted bass, they look like bass, but the difference is they have a little tooth patch on their tongue.
Oh.
So you can feel their tongue, and they have a little rough patch there, whereas largemouth, they don't.
So
Makes
I thought he was
sense.
bullshitting me, and then the guy at the marina comes up and he goes, oh, that's a spotted bass. So then I started to believe him, and he goes, oh, I think this is Lake Record. I'm like, bullshit. And he goes, no, dude, we got to go get this weighed. I'm just like, so we didn't know. So I started calling on the phone, game warden, called the game warden, told him, hey, how do we get this? Can y'all just come to us? They're like, no, you got to go to like Cabela's or Bass Pro Shop to get weighed, and it has to be alive, and it has to be all this. I'm like, dude, you can't take that damn fish over there in your fucking Subaru little 4-door. What the hell, And so I started calling around. Right around the corner, the Al Dubois, Ray Roberts, they have State Park. State Park's a certified weigh station.
Oh, wow.
About all
That's
this
awesome.
out at that time. So I was like, you know what? All right, cool. They put it actually in the store. They put it in their minnow live well to keep it alive.
Yeah,
Then they got us a tote, filled that damn thing up with water, put it in his back.
Put the damn aerator on it
Yeah,
just to keep it alive. Bought an aerator for it.
Put it in the back of his little Subaru 4-door.
All 3 of us take off.
It was about getting nighttime too. Game warden, we show up there at the state park.
And the storm was rolling in too.
She brings out this damn little like legit wave, little scale thing. I mean, it's all official, man. It's all
They're
official.
like one of them collapsible baskets.
Take pictures. She has to measure it. All this, measure the girth of the tail. All these measurements.
Yes.
Whoa. And what happened?
And so they wait. Well, first we waited there at the docks after we were fishing. I had a scale in my bag, so I weighed it, and it weighed in as it's like 463, I think. Yeah, that's what we weighed it in at. And I was like, holy shit! Like the lake record is 412.
Oh, wow.
And so we took it in, they weighed it. Their official weight was 433.
But would you expect that because when your bass, if you don't weigh them right away, they lose water weight.
Yes.
They start slime comes off of them. They start peeing. So you'll lose a few minute ounces of it. You know?
Right.
So those ounces count like towards a record.
They do.
But luckily, he was well suppressed that.
Yeah. So it weighed in at 433. So and I got 4 records for it. I got a catch and release state record. I got a lake record, catch and release lake record, and body or water record.
Wow.
Yes.
All official, man. They sent that off,
Yes.
submitted
I got
it to the
certificates
state.
and everything
Got
for it.
certificates about a month later.
Yes.
Dang, that's awesome.
Like 3 months later.
He's on the website now.
You're on the
Yeah,
website?
So if you go on, if you check the lake records and you go to Ray Roberts and you check the lake record for spotted bass, I'll be on there as Adisteo Vasquez.
Oh man.
If you go into the fuel station and everything there too, they have a picture of Steo and I holding the bass and everything there in the minnow room.
Oh yeah, at the Ray Roberts, the marina down there.
So people can see this at
The Texas TW.
Texas Parks and Wildlife Department, TPWD. And then you just search Ray Roberts, and then you go down to just the lake records. You'll find spotted bass, and then my name will be there.
There you have it, folks. There you have it, folks.
It's awesome.
Awesome, bro.
Yeah, he's been dead for a while. He's been dead for a while.
Oh, here they are. They're here.
You got one. Hey.